need your help. But the problem is, a lot of them cannot afford to pay your fees. So, what do? Most people, they need your help. The challenge here is that many of them cannot afford your fees. No. And you're a kind person. You're a nice person and you want to help everybody. You empathize with them. You understand what they are going through. And you really, really want to help them. But you need to make a living. You're not a charity. No, you're not a non-profit. You need to put food on the table. Times are hard. Times are really not easy. And how are you going to do this? Maybe you choose to lower your price and you start this whole game of negotiating. This video is for you if you don't know how to help people that cannot afford your fees. You spend too much time chasing these people and trying to help them. And you keep wanting to keep in touch. Basically, you want to keep in touch with these people who are not really ready for your program. Here is the truth. I know you're a kind person. You're very empathetic to people's plight, especially in this day and age where you're dealing with inflation, high interest rates. It's hard. What do? You don't want to be throwing away money. You need to stop it. Maybe you just decide and then you just say, I'm not working with these people. And the thing is, you are leaving money on the table. You're basically throwing away money. You don't want to lower your price. I don't want you to lower your price. Yet again, you don't want to just not help these people just because they cannot afford your fee. What is it that you do? What should you do then in this type of situation? In this video, I'm going to share with you the technique that I use and one that I learned from my mentor to serve my prospects that cannot afford my program. And I still get to earn money. Hello, if we've not met, my name is Gospel Edward Filia, and I empower those managing invisible disabilities to move away from living an unhealthy lifestyle and disorganized financial life to a healthier and wealthier lifestyle. And I share videos like the one that you're about to watch, where I share with them how they can start living a healthier and wealthier life. Today's video is all about sharing with you how you can still serve prospects that cannot afford your program. So if this is something that you're interested in and you would love to know how I do it and how my clients are doing it, I want you to grab your pen or pencil, your notepad, and your glass of water. How do you stop throwing away money and leaving money on the table? How do you achieve that? You need to create a system. I'm sure you have a system for all your ideal clients. Your ideal client, by the way, are those that can afford afford your program. You have a system for all your ideal clients. Now you need to also create a system for your non-ideal client. That's those that cannot afford your program. And how do you do this? For example, for me, I specialize in healthier and wealthier living. And my ideal clients, many of them have invisible disabilities. And yes, there is chatter around that, oh, people with disabilities, they are poor. They cannot afford coaching or consultation or mentoring. Really? Yes, there are some that cannot afford my program, but then there are many that can. And I want, as a healthcare professional and a financial wellness consultant and health expert, I am passionate about seeing people lead a healthy and wealthy lifestyle. And so I know that many people that have invisible disabilities cannot afford my program. So I create a system in which, yes, they get through step by step how to improve their life. This system is free for them. I share with them softwares that they can use. I share with them books. I share with them a lot of things that they can put in place that they can afford. Remember, they're not paying me. The things that I'm sharing with them, they can choose to buy those things. And you know what? Most of the things will be my affiliate links. So you need to create a system that those that cannot afford you yet, because some of them might be able to follow that system and all the things that you're sharing with them, get their life together, get the money that they need, and then they might end up coming back to you. So for my case, if they are coming to me for financial coaching or consulting, business consulting, and they cannot afford my program, I share with them a particular software in which they just pay a small monthly fee, and it helps them. They are able to manage their finances. They're able to see a projection of when they can achieve financial freedom. They are able to know what to do to achieve financial freedom. They get to do that because they have that software, and it's at a very affordable price for them. Now, there are other things that I share with them, and if they follow it step by step, they will be able to, start to see a light at the end of the tunnel. The benefit of having this system is that I have a continuous pipeline of future clients. Because if, for example, I put them in my system, which tends to be a 12-week system, they go through it 12 weeks, I tell them beforehand that I'm going to reach out to them in 12 weeks time to see how they are doing. After 12 weeks time, if they are not yet ready for my program, I'll say, okay, I'll speak to you again in the next 12 weeks. If after 6 months they've not done anything, I know that they were not really going to be prospect, and I haven't wasted my time chasing them. I haven't wasted my time being all discombobulated. And many that follow the system and see results and are able to increase their income, they come back and say, I've got the money, I can afford you now. I have pipeline of people, clients, because they know how my system works, because they have experienced a little bit of it. But the main program is the one that they've not experienced. So you need to create yourself a system in which your prospect that cannot afford you can go through that system. You're not having to chase people up. I mean, who has time for that? You're not having to chase people up, and you're not leaving money on the table. You can share with them books, and these books might be your affiliate links. You can share with them programs that they can subscribe to, that they can afford, and that ends up being your affiliate links. Those are ways that you can really stop throwing away money. And you know what? You're benefiting from it. First of all, you're serving these people that need your help without you sacrificing your time, without you spending so much time with them and not your ideal clients. You're providing them with hope. You also providing yourself with some money, income, right? It's another stream of income. If you're going to talk about passive income, I like to call it automated income. And another benefit of using this system is that you are able to vet out all your non-ideal clients, because many people will come, they'll hit you up in your DM acting like they want to be in your program, and you tell them the price. They say they cannot afford you. You say, okay, fine, go and check this thing out. And you put them in a sales funnel. If they click on any links, you're going to get some money. You're going to get paid, right? So this is a way for you to be able to still serve people, be nice and polite, but still earn money. Since introducing this to my business, it has really helped me, and it is helping my clients. And I want to encourage you to set up for yourself a system that you are still serving people that cannot afford your program, and you're not feeling guilty, and you're not feeling like you're a bad person or you're not doing enough for people, because you are. And you know what? You need to be compensated for your knowledge, for your time, for your efforts, right? So this technique has really been helpful, like I said, and I encourage you to install it into your business and let me know how it turns out. Now, if you want to learn how to really set up this system, perhaps maybe you don't know how to get affiliates links or products to refer to your client, to your prospects that can't afford you, then I encourage you to sign up for the Small Business Success Pathway course. This is going to show you step by step how to set up a business, how to grow a profitable business, how to serve those that cannot afford you, and also how to run a business that you really, really love. So thank you so much for joining me. Remember, Three things that you need to think about when you are trying to, you know, help prospects that cannot afford you. Number one, you need to set up a system. You have a system for your paid clients. Set up another system for those that cannot afford you. And the benefit of that is that you have a pipeline of future clients. Because if they go through the steps that the system you set up for them, and they are able to at least help themselves to a certain point, because there'll come a point when they actually do need like one-to-one support. You have a pipeline of prospective, ideal, vetted, validated clients, and you're not in that state of starving, farming, abundance. No, you are in a constant state where you are actually having people come through your program, and you're not there chasing people. Nobody has time for that. So let me know in the comment section, how do you handle prospect that cannot afford your program? What is it that you do? And remember, you can always sign up for the small business success pathway to learn how to actually install this into your business. Until next time, I'm wishing you ongoing success. You take care. Bye.